it's Lacey. Welcome to Paws and Paper. So I'm here for just a real quick little view of the latest. This is gonna. Thank you, Stephen. This is going to be the trio that is available as a set that I'm going to list in my Etsy shop. So I'm just going to give you a real quick view of this little bundle. It has a theme of like blues and just like these cream colors here. So this here is just a fabric covered little mini journal notebook, if you want to call it. I just put some like vintage lace down the side here, and I've sewn around it. And then in the inside, it's just got like this just eclectic little view bundle of like different papers. So this is like vintage writing paper, some like note cards, these real pretty like lace looking vintage pages here. So this is just kind of a cute little notebook that you could just either journal in. That's just an embossed piece of paper there. Or you could just kind of, fill it in with some things, like collect things. This, I did a little watercoloring on that, one of those coloring book pages. I've just watercolored in there. There's some of those coffee stained digitals from the fairy kit. There's more of that embossed paper, the child's like writing paper. This here is just it's a covered envelope. So it's got that pretty, the purples and pinks on it, and that's just an envelope pocket there. Some more of those pretty pictures from an old lace book. This one's got bridal laces in it, which is really cool. And just some coffee dyed papers and digital pages and stuff like that. This is that real heavy calligraphy paper that is really kind of cool. And then it's just got this scrapbook paper on the back, which I just thought was super pretty. So that's just the little mini like notebook that goes with it. And then this is the, what I would call just like an ephemera holder, or yeah, I would just call it basically an ephemera holder. I've just made it mainly to stick things in. So it's covered in this really pretty, this is like a heavier fabric. It's not like a cotton fabric. And it's got like a vintage, like Paris looking theme going on there, but all in the blues. And I've just tied on this piece of light blue ribbon, totally removable. So you can just take that off. And then it's not adhered down or magnetized or anything, so it's completely just loose. And when you open it up here, it's got just the, they're kind of like a shiny embossed type scrapbook pages. And then there's lace going down the two seams here and here. So you can see like it's like the fabric underneath. So this is just the fabric underneath with the lace going down over top. And then it's got the curved closure there. So now this entire book was made, I did that stitching where you can lay your book completely flat. So I did like the kettle bind stitching. And so the book does lay completely flat down. If you can see there, it's so that way when you pack it up in here, you can lay it completely out. And then it's all just like the Tim Holtz background pages. And I've just done a variety of either side I could talk, side tucks or bottom pockets. And I did go ahead and I did fill in some of these. Like here, I used some of the digitals I've been making, and I turned these into just little mini envelopes. I had a bunch of, I've been practicing with the digitals, so I've got a bunch of like scrap pages here. So some of these are just going to be truly original because no one else will ever have that paper. Because that's just me playing with my digitals. And then I did do some fussy cutting of some like vintage ladies. So there's some little fussy cut pieces. And you'll see the journal in a minute of why I put some pieces in here. So yeah, I just got different things tucked in here. Some are just cut out, as they could be made into tucks or pockets or journaling cards. Just bits and pieces in here. This was one of those, this was that collaged book page tag that I had made. This is one of them that I'd finished. I didn't show this one on camera, but that's one of the finished ones. And yeah, so there's just different pieces in here. I won't go through every single thing, but little pieces. These are just cutout pieces, little tag cutout pieces that I've used my die cut machine to cut out tags, some journaling cards, just a little ephemera pieces, things to play with. A couple pieces that I've handmade. Here's one of those birdhouses that I made that you could actually glue down into the book. Here's just some little of those coin envelopes that you could play with in the journal that's included in here. So every page in here has either a pocket or a side tuck. So that's the whole concept of this little ephemeral holder. Here's some more just like die cut little pieces. These I think make really easy bases to make clusters with. So this would be a great start to make a little tiny cluster with. So I was kind of thinking maybe this would be for someone who's maybe wanting to try a journal but not sure how to, like get a journal started. So I've just kind of have some pieces in here for that. And then I've included in here, this is some from 1911. It's from the Youth's Companion. It's a big actual like magazine newspaper. It was a newspaper. But look at these pictures. This is why I like it. Look at that picture. Like that right there. I would cut that out and make it into, the cover of a little notebook or something. I mean, just that's why I love it. And then there's a bunch of poems down here. Just a bunch of text writing you can use. So I thought these were, and those are a great big sheet there, and I have two of them, and I like this one too because there's really cool pictures in this one too. This one has the ladies by the river in that picture, and then here's, oh look at this one. This one's got the cute little bunnies all in the tree, and then all these little cute little I think these are the covers of little kids' books or something like that. But I just thought those were like perfect for someone to cut out, and like, there's little poems and stuff on here, and advertisements and things. So those are the type of things I like to have when I, like make a journal. And I just thought it would be really cool to have some of those tucked in there for someone who maybe wants to, put a journal together and maybe doesn't either have a lot of stuff, and it's just kind of fun to have some things pre-done, So there's the little ephemera folder that comes with it. So there's the notebook, the ephemera holder, and here is the journal. So this journal is like one of those Reader's Digest books, and I just couldn't cover the front cover of the book because look how pretty that is. The cover of the book was so pretty already. So all I've done is I had to cut out the spine. So I've redone the spine, and I've done it with like this patchwork type quilt look down the side, and I've added the metal corner pieces on all four corners of the book. So that's what the outside of the book looks like. Now this is a very lightly decorated book. That's kind of the purpose of the little ephemera folder. So here's the inside. It's a hidden spine, and I've done the fabric down the middle of the spine too. So it's in like this, the browns and the light blue and like brown colors in there. So that's kind of the colors in this journal here. And let me get my, I'll tell you how. Those Reader's Digest books aren't super, super big. So this is 5 by 7.5. They're a little bit shorter than some textbooks, but so 5 by 7.5 is how big that is. There are 3 signatures in here, if you can see that. And I believe there's, what did I have? I think there's over 80 pages in here, front and back, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But what I've done is every front signature page has just this little cluster with some of the fabric from the book, and this one here just has like a die cut flower and some music page, and then it's just all coffee dyed and oven baked paper. When you bake the coffee dyed paper, I like it because it gives it like that crunchier texture. It's a little bit different than just plain coffee dyeing. So this is coffee dyed and baked. That's why I like it. And then the center of the signatures, I did this just a ruffle down the side. So there's just a ruffle down the side of each center signature. And then more of the coffee dyed pages. Like I said, this isn't very decorated. And then the last page just has a little stamp on it in like a blue ink. So that is the only 3 embellishments I did. I did a cluster on the front. So this one here has the cluster with the fabrics, another die cut flower, the music page. And then you'll flip to the center, and then there's the ruffle tab on the side. And then the last page of the signature just has a stamp. And then here's the last cluster of the last signature. Hi, Stitch. And then you flip to the ruffle page. There's the ruffle down the side of that one. And then the stamp on the very last page. So that is your journal. So the purpose of this was either, you know, maybe someone who really wanted to write things, or maybe someone wants to try, you know, starting to make their own journal and just doesn't know how to get, you know, completely started. But, you know, it's a great little pack here. So you get the 3 things all together. And I will have this available, listed in my Etsy shop. So when this video goes up, it will be in there. So I hope you guys like this, and I will see you guys on the next video. So have a great day. Bye.